another race in Oulton Park. Welcome to split 3 out of 5 for the first week of the Clio SoF. Season 4 2025, the 9th season in the history of this concept of the Clio SoF. Yeah, last season we also had the split 3 here, and Ricardo Perez won that in front of Jason Humphrey, Chris Stansfield, Andrew Dyer and James Moore. And if you remember last season in split 3 we had a Polish front row lockout with Lukas Maheta and Marcin Rejewski, and then the two Polish drivers crashed early on. Both of them are in this race in split 3, so will history repeat itself? I don't know. Maybe qualifying will tell us a bit more. Maybe they are close together once again. So let's not waste any time and find out. Split 3, week 1. Let's take a look. So, this is our starting grid, and Lukas Maheta on pole, and his Polish friend Marcin only in P9, so to speak. Let's go! So no Polish incident. Oh, there's a car standing there. This is Daniel Bond. Now he's starting a bit late. Welcome to split 3, and first thing I noticed, 3 Orpington drivers back to back. No teammate collisions, that would be bad. Nathan Mead, Toby Keel and Jason Humphrey down to turn 4 for the first time. Here we have Jürgen Nagel attacking Jonathan Aparicio. I noticed 2 times the same livery. Aparicio and Diego Janeiro. Teammates? I have to find out. And Toby Garan's livery we have seen last race in the split 2 race by Martin Dale. I also have to ask, new teams I have to add, and James Pascal driving the livery for as James Lazark Smith. Do we have more teams here than we noticed? I will have to become a journalist and find out. But so far, apart from Daniel Bond forgetting to start or whatever happened, clean things. Lukas Maheta, Diego Janeiro, lap 2, turn 4. That curb, we talked so much about it. Janeiro going wide there. This gives Maheta space to breathe. Yeah, but so far everything went pretty clean. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, one thing I also noticed, even though we only have seen him in the starting animation, Marcin Rejewski has a new livery. I have to get used to this one as well. New season, new things. But 3 Orpington drivers, 5 6s, and would be a good team result. Oh, Rejewski going wide. And so far, pretty similar things to the split 2 race. Somewhat tight pack. James Pascal, this looks like a slowdown, judging from how much he went off the gas. Yeah, we talked about slowdowns, especially in the split 1 pre-race. Oh, this is not good. This is Adam Martindale, and He... Okay, nobody crashed into him. Or rather, he crashed into nobody else. Whew! Lucky, lucky, lucky. This could have ended badly. We will take a look at it. This was lap 3. Diego Janeiro attacking for the lead against Lucas Maheta. Maheta we have seen a lot last season. Diego Janeiro once or twice, I believe. I remember him from season 2 in Spa. And I think 1 or 2 appearances last season as well. Marcin Cardozo, we are familiar with him. Mark Kelly, we are familiar. Humphrey, Keel, Mead. Yeah, many familiar names here in Split 3. One thing I have to mention, we might miss out on incidents because the program I'm using, the TV overlay, usually runs an incident check. That was pretty far to the inside. And for some reason it got stuck in this replay, so no incident check, so yeah, we have to pray that we see all the things we need to see. But so far, good stuff. Diego Janeiro, Lucas Maheta attacking for the lead. Side by side now. Would be a nice photo finish, but we still have over 10 minutes left. And the Orpingtons fighting. Teammate action. Maybe Gareth Winslade can split the 3 chicken drivers. Janeiro, Maheta still fighting. Cardozo, Kelly. No, they go 3 wide. This is not good. Maheta losing 1, 2 positions. And I heard a crash. I heard a crash. And Maheta drops down. Oh no. 3 wide into this section is... I forgot to deactivate the chat again. This is unprofessional. 1 second. So, man, I feel bad. Jason Humphrey as well. Maybe as a result of the Maheta incident. What a shame. What a shame. But yeah, 3 wide into this section is... I don't want to call it crazy. Nathan Mead going super wide there. But it's kind of crazy. But yeah, Mark Kelly, Marcin Cardozo. In German we have a saying, kein Kind von Traurigkeit. And what that means, you'll have to find out on your own. Hey, I'm not helping you with everything here. I have a race to broadcast. But yeah, what a shame. Maheta was great pace. It's a great fight. And then ruined. We'll take a look at it afterwards in the highlights, and then you can judge who was to blame for that. You decide. Tell us in the comments. Now you know the whole YouTube spiel, huh? Aparicio splitting the Orpingtons, the 2 remaining Orpington drivers. Toby Keel, Nathan Mead, Jürgen Nagel and Marcin Rejewski. They also dropped positions, maybe also part of the aftermath? I'm not sure. I'm also not sure what I should think about the new livery from Rejewski. To be honest, but whatever floats your boat. Winslade, P7, the lowest rated driver in this race. I mean, almost 1700 and barely got away from split 4. It tells you a lot about the compete level here. Marcin Rejewski, P14, not what he hoped for, But like I said, the incident check sadly failed. So we might miss a few things. But the big one in lap 5 with Maheta into turn 4 is definitely on there for the highlights after the race. But yeah, not a good hunting ground for Lucas Maheta, Oulton Park is, even though he showed great pace 2 times in the 2 races we've seen him here in the SoF. What a shame. But at least they are driving. Same for Jason Humphrey, who is far, far away. Unlucky for his Orpington team. They were driving pretty good. I mean, he was right there with them, and they are now in 4 and 6. And we will see more chicken drivers in split. I believe both of them are in split 4, maybe 4 and 5. We will see. Aaron Williams and Richard Nichols, that is. But now let's focus a bit on the race itself. Diego Chanero is leading 0.2 seconds in front of Mark Kelly. We have a big pack here around P10. Gio Sheffield, Daniel Bond. After not starting the race, he is now fighting for P10. One of the many Formulama drivers. The Llamas are everywhere. And we haven't seen every one of them in action here this week in Oulton Park. But still, big team, important team for the Clio. We love some Llamas. And we also love teams in general. So, I mentioned it here as well. If you are part of a team here in the Clio SoF, and I have no clue so far, feel free to contact me. It helps me in the broadcast and maybe run an unofficial team championship in the background. Just to see how things develop. Gio Sheffield dropping 2 positions. Don't know what happened there. Dropping 3 positions. I'm trying to... there he is. I'm not familiar with his livery. James Pascal goes wide. Rejewski and Nagel right with them. Marcin Rejewski, he stays out. That's the smart thing to do. He takes the corner nicely and gets past. James Pascal also losing a position to Jürgen Nagel. Rejewski and Nagel gaining a position now in 13 and 14, the Polish and the Austrian. Battle for the lead is still on. Diego Chanero and Mark Kelly still 0.2 seconds. It seems as they slowly get away from Miles and Cardozo. 1.2 seconds. We are now in lap 11 out of 14 expected laps. This is a number, of course, that can change between the splits. Like, it's totally possible that we see 1 lap more in split 1 on some tracks than, for example, split 4. Can happen, we will see. Yeah, but so far, Janero is doing a good job in defending his lead. Yeah, Cardozo, he cannot go the pace, now 1.5 seconds. Losing 3 more tenths. But he is pretty safe from Toby Kiel, over 2 seconds. Aparicio, 0.8. Maybe he can get closer. Rejewski and Nagel. They are now chasing Gio Sheffield for P12. And Mark Kelly still looking for a mistake by Diego Chanero. But time is running out. 2 minutes 20 seconds. We are on lap 12. We expect 14 laps. Daniel Bond, he is behind Ewan Topley. We have not talked about Topley at all in this race. He's in P10. But he has Bond, Sheffield, Rejewski, Nagel. They are all chasing him, poor guy. But now Markelli side by side with Diego Janeiro down to turn 9. Attacking for the lead. Janeiro stays in the lead. But Markelli, he wants it. He maybe even needs it. Who knows? Side by side goes wide. He takes the 1X, but stays behind Diego Janeiro. And now he leaves a bit of a gap, knowing, oh, this was almost suicidal the first time when the big crash with Maheta happened. Young Nagel going wide there in turn 1. But maybe Rejewski and Sheffield. No, Rejewski stays behind, which is probably a smart thing to do. Getting a better exit here is so valuable because it is, at least for Oulton Park terms, a long way here. Up the hill. And now side by side, but he's on the outside, so they have to cooperate. And they don't really, they touch a little bit. And Rejewski, instead of P12, he is now in P14. Daniel Bond attacking. He wants to get into the top 10. Final lap of the race for the leaders has begun. Janeiro is leading 0.7 seconds. So as long as he doesn't get a slowdown in turn 4, which he's now approaching, he should win the race. Daniel Bond aggressive in turn 1. Places himself to the outside next to Ewan Topley. Lama versus Blobby. Blobby is on the inside, the Lama is on the outside, and ooh, he jumps over that curb and sticks behind him. Nagel is chasing Gio Sheffield, but Sheffield had the better exit, so his chances to gain a position are slim. And Diego Janeiro, he wins Split 3 in Oulton Park in front of Mark Kelly and Malson Cardozo, Toby Keel for the Orpingtons, Jonathan Aparicio. Good comeback drive from further down the grid. I think he started in 9 or 10, finishing in P5. Toby Garan, Daniel Bond, Ewan Topley, Gio Sheffield, Jürgen Nagel, Marcin Rejewski, and all the other drivers. We are waiting for Adam Martindale, who just crossed the finish line, and Jason stupid. He now is about to cross the finish line. I was looking at the wrong line on the map. There he is. And Jason Humphrey, he will be the last driver to cross the finish line. There he is. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Split 3. So yeah, we will take a look at the big incident in lap 5. And yeah, these are the results. We will jump to the standings and take a closer look. Yeah, that was Split 3. Congratulations to Diego Janeiro once again for a great win for him, starting the season strong. And who knows, maybe next week, already in Split 2, we will see. As it is week 1 and we just saw the results, talking about a deep analysis about the standings is probably not the smartest time spent. We just take a look at the results here one more time slowly. Yeah, I did not mention that one of the drivers, Sain Cueca, did not start, similar to Dylan Da Costa in Split 1. I assume that it was the same technical problem that was also hunting Dylan in top split. We talked about the iRacing problems with the latest update. But we can take a look and see where Split 3 drivers rank overall for this week. And if we scroll Diego Janeiro, there he is, P18, Mark Kelly, P20, Mausen Cardozo, 22, and Toby Keel, 24 out of the 90 ranked drivers out of 93, which tells me that at least one more driver had the same issues as Dylan and our participant here in Split 3, so yeah. But like I said, it is week 1. We don't want to take too much of a look further down because we don't want to spoil Split 4 and the world debut of Split 5 in the Clio SoF. So yeah, we have a few highlights prepared, and then I hope to see you tomorrow for Split 4 and for the world premiere of Split 5 the day after. I hope you enjoy your time. See you next time.